just talking to Jay about the big man depth, bringing in TB and Larry being back, obviously. How is that going to help you guys?
It's going to help us a bunch. They bring physicality, toughness, and just a different aspect of the game. But both those guys, Larry and TB, can rebound at the highest level, defend at the highest level. So just having those guys, being able to come in the second unit and not have to worry so much about fouls, and he just play free and aggressive. That's huge for us.
How about the work that this guy's been putting in this summer?
Jalen, man, hey, got braids, man. He look good. He's been in the gym, every day. I wasn't in Cleveland all summer, but they were talking about how hard he was working from the get-go. So proud of the guy, man.
Yeah, appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Hell yeah.
Talk about guys just banding together, buying in, working together for a common goal. 100 games, preseason 82. And then, the playoffs. But just talk about the process, and it starts here.
Oh, I mean, it's big to get, some camaraderie, really build some chemistry off the court. So all of us being here, in one hotel, having dinners together, having meetings together every night is huge. It builds, builds a base of, chemistry, and you guys get, kind of know the other person, off the court. We've had, basically a lot of the same guys for the past 3 years, so we've known each other really well, and every time we get to do this, we're all good friends anyways, and so just integrating those new guys in is super easy. We got the best players are just super good people and nice guys, so this is huge for us just to build a foundation on us so we can hold each other accountable later in the season without getting offended and everything like that. So just being able to build that base and that chemistry off the court is big for us. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons we come down here.
You're a vet now, man. What is your What is your approach to going into a training camp, having the experience that you've had the last few years, and how has it changed, I guess?
I think now it's working smarter. I think my first couple of years it was just working as hard as I could. Now it's what you have to work on. You know what the team needs. You know what everything. You know how training camp's going to go. And the biggest thing is just get your work in, but don't do it. Don't work yourself too hard. It's early. It's a long season. So get in, work as hard as you can, in the boundaries of what you can do. So, but this training camp, from my first couple of years, we played together. We've seen so many things. It's just like we're moving right into the season. It's nothing we haven't seen before. So we're really just playing and just trying to get back into the flow of things.
What does the team need from you, in your opinion?
Toughness, guarding, and then shoot when I'm open. That's really all I got.
Do you sense a different level of comfort with Kenny being year two for him here?
I think so. I think we're all, comfortable with him now, and he can kind of, we know how he is, and we know what he expects, and that's the biggest thing is taking, what he expects and putting it on the floor. And he expects the highest level from us, so we got to come out every day and be ready for it. And I think we've done that so far. I know it's only day 2, but we've been great so far.
Coming back to IMG, just talk about this particular environment to get you guys ready to play.
It's good here. We got, we were here last year, and so we're kind of comfortable around here. We know where everything is, and it's easy, man. We, go to the weight room before, come do our vitamins, training facility, everything. We just go to the hotel, have our cold tubs, everything in there. So we have a nice, easy, kind of schedule here. But it's comfortable. We're here. We love it here. The weight room's great. The courts are nice. And so it's great for us. Great facility for us.
Last thing for me, more a coach's question probably, but getting Jarrett comfortable against 5 outsets is something that Kenny talked about last week. Just what have you seen, and maybe what do you expect kind of him to do with those types of matchups on each end of the floor?
Yeah, I think on defense, he can guard 1 through 5. He's got great feet, got great timing, everything. So we kind of put him anywhere, and we've seen that. So we've seen that in the past, and I think we've seen it here as well. Offensively, he was a little uncomfortable at first, but you can see how he's gaining more comfortability, more confidence in himself, being out there and being able to run into corner wing ball screens. He's just flying around. It's really free flowing for him, and I think he's really kind of gained that, and he's being very confident. It's hard to guard.